Hey, what's up, everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night. I hope you will enjoy today's video, so let's just get into it.
Women plan fun. Men all like to have fun, but women, we plan it. And you guys are always like, I'm down.
Men will just, hey, what are you doing tonight?
We're like, what are you doing right now? We won't even do that much advance. We'll just be like, what's up now? What are you doing?
If a guy called me like 2 weeks in advance, you're like, you want to have lunch? I'll be like, that's crazy.
I have a date in my calendar 2 months from now for a lunch with 2 girlfriends.
No way.
2 months from now. But then you guys are just like, I'm outside your door right now, Brian.
Sometimes I just go to my buddy's house and just knock on their door. Like,
I mean,
what's
that's
up?
like a sitcom. Like, what is that? You know what I mean? Like, what is that? You guys are all Kramer.
Yeah, we
Just
are.
coming in. No one asked for you to come over,
Why are you
eating
here?
our food.
Well, yeah, but in my defense, if I make a doctor's appointment 2 months from now, I'm gonna forget all about it. You want me to remember lunch date 2 months from now? Nah, I just like doing it my way better. I pick up the phone, call someone, you wanna grab a beer, and they'll say yes or no. If I set up lunch 2 months from now, I'm a pretty lousy friend if you ask me.
Guys, let me ask you, if you are dating right now or you're in a relationship, whether that be long term or short term, and you feel like your partner or this person is always making you feel like you're never good enough in some capacity, ask yourself why you are staying in this. And the reason I'm asking this is because 9 times out of 10, this person has their standard and they are not going to drop it. So this cycle is always going to continue. And maybe you're feeling this right now, or you will be, but you'll be going through the feelings of not feeling appreciated, nor respected, and not feeling your best. So ask yourself, why are you staying in this? Because 9 times out of 10, their standards will never drop and you will be continuing this cycle over and over again.
Oh yeah, standards, of course. First coach of some sort wannabe to ever talk about standards. I've never heard that on TikTok. If you're dating or you're in a relationship, yeah, cause there's no difference between the two, right? If you're in a short-term relationship or a long-term relationship, cause there's also no difference between the two, right? I'm staying in a short-term relationship because I like the way you bend over. Oh no, but please talk to me more about standards.
You know, when you're going no contact with a guy and you just get into like a story liking war, who's gonna win? Me.
No doubt, I'll just move on with my life, but I'm not a winner like you.
Normalize posting why you broke up on the internet. Just a quick story.
Okay, fine. Just really quickly, I'll give you a recap. I dated this guy for approximately 2 years. We started a podcast together. It was all fun and all at, the beginning. But then I ended up having to go into therapy because when we were doing the podcast, he would always overstep my boundaries. I would tell him, hey, please don't tell everybody what my body count is. You know what he would do? Tell everybody my body count.
Okay, but why hide it? That's who you are, right?
If someone asks you what your body count is, oh my God, how the debate is like, should you tell them, should you not, should you lie, should you not? No, like before you even get there, for one, be insulted because that person, out of curiosity or whatever, thought that would be an appropriate question to ask you. They looked at you and thought, I'll ask, like, I would be, wow, no, I'd next level insulted, I would be so offended.
Also, why? How is that an insult? Wasn't it supposed to be you do whatever you want and I'll accept it? It was you who were telling me that, not the other way around. Own it.
Okay, I know a lot of people won't agree on this, but I lie about my body count. You wanna know why?
Because you're proud of who you are, your past, and your past decisions.
Stop opening your legs for these men. Stop it. I received a message saying, hi Saf, I was seeing a guy for 8 weeks. We went on 3 dates. I slept with him and then he went ghost. I could pretend to be anyone in 8 weeks. I could literally be anyone. I could tell you a whole made up story in 8 weeks. You believe it. We hook up. I've got what I wanted as the man. And now you're left there sat like thinking, what the hell? I thought we really liked each other. We bonded. We spoke. Da, 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 da. You don't know that man in 8 weeks to be opening your legs. You get more out of a man without doing that. Men are built on desire. Men and females are completely different. And if you are a woman who sleeps around a lot and you think, oh, I'm just like a man, it's because you're being mistreated, babe. It's because you're being mistreated. A man along the way has mistreated you, and now you think that you are like a man. When a woman sleeps with a man, we can't help it. There will be feelings attached. In our simplest forms, we are animals, okay? We are animals.
Yeah, speak for yourself. If you consider yourself a fish, then sure. If you consider yourself a duck, then not so much. And it's not that she was completely wrong or that the message was wrong. It's more of who the messenger is. In case you've missed it when she said you can get more out of a man before you sleep with him, here's a not so subtle approach.
Come with me to find a random man to pay for things.
What she probably meant to say was, don't sleep with a man unless you get the right price from the beginning.
If he has a food highlight, don't date him. If he wears purple jeans, Amiri jeans, or any type of boss, don't date him. If he knows the bottle girl personally, don't date him. If he gambles, don't date him. Any type, price picks too. If he has a cross earring, don't date him. If he has a disabled sign on his car, but he's not disabled, don't date him. If he has holes in his socks, don't date him. If he drives a Mercedes, don't date him. Specifically a coupe. If he posts quotes on his story, don't date him. If he has young parents, don't date him. If he follows girls that don't follow him back, don't date him. If he doesn't floss, don't date him. If he has his last name tatted, don't date him. If he's a Scarface fanatic, don't date him. If he has a privacy screen, don't date him. If his eyebrows are cleaner than yours, don't date him. If he knows his sun, moon, and rising, don't date him.
If his moon, what? Okay, I can give you the last one, even though some F-boys are gonna be heartbroken because they just learned that to use on girls. Oh, look at my face, she's rising or something. But what's wrong with him driving a Mercedes? Outside of the fact that you can't even afford a picture of a Mercedes, but that's beside the point. You forgot a couple. Let's say if he's breathing or if he wakes up in the morning. Or better yet, at this point, the two of you maybe should date each other.
Men do not take accountability, ever. Ever. Anytime a girl says anything to a guy like, hey, I think men should do something different, they're like, oh, you just date the wrong men. Is this a global problem? Yeah. Like, if women are all having a collective experience and saying the same things about men who also don't go to therapy, it's always men that anytime I say an issue that women have, they always turn it back on themselves.
Yeah. What is the thing we need to take accountability for that we're not taking accountability for?
I think men have a tendency to, I think men, and Rolo.
For example?
Hold on.
Yeah, give her a minute. She didn't get that far reading from that man-hating manual or the always play the victim manual.
An old lady once told me to marry for money and not looks because his looks will fade, but the only reason his money will fade is because you're the one spending it.
She forgot to tell you that you need to marry for money before your looks fade. Oh well, too late for that now.
Things men should be able to do because they're men. Change a tyre. My tyre is not getting flat and we pull over and you don't know how to change it. That is not my job. That is your job to know how to change my tyre. If you want to be ringing the AA for a flat tyre, you can change it and then we can get back on the road.
Absolutely right. I should know how to change a tire and I do know how to change a tire. And in return you should also know how to make a sandwich without instructions. And this is gonna be it for today. As always, I do hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still appreciate you for making it this far. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe and I will see you in the next one.